Welcome to my channel. Before you do anything else, make one promise to yourself. Do not leave this video halfway. Stay until the very end because the next few minutes may completely change the way you think about yourself, your future, and your life. Imagine waking up tomorrow with a stronger mind than 99% of the people around you. Imagine facing fear without running away, facing failure without giving up, and facing challenges with confidence instead of excuses. That version of you already exists, but it is sleeping inside your mind, waiting for one decision to wake it up. Today is that decision. This is not just another motivational lesson, this is a guide to building a mindset that refuses to quit. Every sentence you hear will improve your English while teaching you how winners think, how they act, and why they never allow temporary pain to stop them from reaching extraordinary success. If you truly listen and apply these lessons, you will not be the same person by the end of this journey. The first truth every winner understands is simple. Your greatest enemy is not outside your life. It lives inside your own mind. Every day, your mind speaks to you. Sometimes it tells you to work harder, but most of the time, it tells you to stay comfortable. It whispers that tomorrow is a better day to begin. It tells you that one more hour of sleep will not matter. It convinces you that someone else is naturally more talented. It reminds you of every mistake you have ever made while making you forget every success you have already earned. If you continue listening to that voice without questioning it, your future becomes controlled by fear instead of purpose. Winners learn to recognize that voice, but they never allow it to become their leader. They understand that thoughts are not commands. Thoughts are only suggestions. You always have the power to decide which thoughts deserve your attention. This single realization changes everything. Every morning becomes a battle between comfort and growth. Every decision becomes a vote for the person you are becoming. If you choose comfort again and again, comfort becomes your identity. If you choose discipline again and again, discipline becomes your identity. Success is not created in one giant moment. It is built through thousands of small decisions repeated every single day. Think about a person who reads only 10 pages every day. At first, nothing seems different. 1 week passes and life looks the same. 1 month passes and there is still no dramatic change. But after 1 year, that person has read thousands of pages, learned new ideas, improved communication skills, expanded knowledge, and developed confidence that cannot be bought with money. The habit looked small, but the result became extraordinary. The same principle applies to every area of life. 10 minutes of exercise each day creates strength. 10 minutes of English practice each day creates fluency. 10 minutes of focused thinking each day creates wisdom. Winners never underestimate small actions because they understand that consistency always defeats intensity that lasts only a few days. Many people wait until they feel motivated before they begin. Winners begin first, knowing motivation often arrives after action. They understand that feelings are temporary, but discipline creates permanent results. There will always be days when you feel tired, discouraged, or uncertain. Those days do not define your future unless you allow them to stop you. The strongest people are not those who never feel fear. They are the people who continue moving while fear is still standing beside them. Imagine climbing a mountain. The person who reaches the top is not always the fastest or the strongest. Often, it is simply the one who refuses to stop climbing. Every difficult step develops stronger legs. Every obstacle builds greater confidence. Every challenge teaches another valuable lesson. By the time the mountain is conquered, the greatest victory is not reaching the top. The greatest victory is becoming the kind of person who never gives up. That is exactly how success works in real life. You become stronger long before the world notices your progress. Your confidence grows quietly. Your habits improve silently. Your discipline becomes part of your character before success finally becomes visible. That is why people often call successful individuals lucky. They never saw the early mornings, the lonely practice, the repeated failures, or the quiet determination that happened behind the scenes. What appears to be luck is usually years of preparation hidden from the world. Starting today, stop asking whether you are talented enough. Start asking whether you are committed enough. Stop asking whether success is possible. Start asking whether you are willing to become the person who deserves success. The answer to that question will determine the direction of your entire life, and this is only the beginning of your transformation. Every successful person eventually discovers a truth that most people never fully understand. Life does not become easier when you decide to chase your dreams. In many ways, it becomes more difficult, because the moment you choose growth, you also choose responsibility. You begin noticing how much time you have wasted, how many excuses you have believed, and how often you have doubted yourself without any real reason. This realization can feel uncomfortable, but it is also the beginning of real change. Winners do not run away from uncomfortable truths. They face them with courage because they know that honesty creates improvement. The moment you stop blaming your past, your family, your circumstances, or your luck, you discover something powerful. You realize that your future is still in your hands. That realization gives you freedom. It tells you that every new day is another opportunity to make a better choice than yesterday. Instead of complaining about what cannot be changed, winners focus on what they can control. They control their attitude, their effort, their discipline, and their daily habits. They know these small areas of control eventually shape every part of life. Imagine two people facing the same difficult situation. One spends the entire day asking why life is unfair. The other spends the same day asking what lesson can be learned and what action should be taken next. After 1 year, their lives will look completely different, not because one person had better opportunities, but because one person focused on solutions while the other focused on problems. This is one of the biggest differences between ordinary thinking and extraordinary thinking. Every problem carries a lesson hidden inside it. Every failure contains information that helps you improve. Every rejection prepares you for an opportunity that matches you even better. Winners understand this, so they never allow temporary disappointment to become permanent defeat. They simply adjust, learn, and continue moving forward. Another important habit is protecting your time. Time is more valuable than money because money can return, but time never comes back. Every hour you spend learning, practicing, reading, or improving yourself becomes an investment in your future. Every hour wasted on unnecessary distractions slowly steals the life you could have created. That is why successful people become careful with their daily routine. They create habits that support their goals instead of destroying them. They wake up with purpose, complete their most important tasks first, and avoid allowing small distractions to control the entire day. This does not mean they never relax. It means they choose relaxation after progress instead of replacing progress with comfort. They understand that discipline creates freedom while laziness creates regret. Another lesson winners never forget is the importance of surrounding themselves with positive influences. Your environment quietly shapes your thinking. If you spend every day with people who complain, make excuses, and criticize others, your own thinking slowly becomes negative. But when you spend time with people who encourage growth, responsibility, and learning, your confidence begins growing naturally. Even if you cannot find these people around you, you can learn from books, educational videos, inspiring podcasts, and successful mentors. Every positive idea you place into your mind becomes another building block for your future. Winners also understand that confidence is not something people are born with. Confidence is built through repeated action. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, your confidence becomes stronger. Every time you complete a difficult task instead of avoiding it, your belief in yourself grows. That is why they never wait until they feel confident before taking action. They know confidence follows courage, not the other way around. Every small victory teaches your brain that you are becoming stronger than your fears. Slowly, the impossible begins feeling possible. Challenges that once seemed overwhelming become normal because your mind has learned how to remain calm under pressure. This process does not happen overnight, but it always happens when you remain consistent. Remember that your future self is watching the decisions you make today. Every healthy habit, every page you read, every skill you practice, every moment you choose discipline over comfort is creating a stronger version of yourself. One day, you will look back and realize that your success did not begin when the world noticed you. It began the day you decided to stop making excuses and start building the life you truly deserved. And as you continue listening, you will discover that the greatest transformation does not happen around you. It happens inside you, where every new belief becomes another step toward becoming mentally unstoppable. There comes a point in every person's journey when talent is no longer enough. At that moment, character becomes more important than ability. Many people begin with excitement. They make plans, set goals, and dream about a better future. But after a few weeks, the excitement fades, challenges appear, and distractions become stronger. This is where most people stop, but this is also where winners begin separating themselves from everyone else. They understand that motivation is temporary, but discipline can last a lifetime. They do not depend on how they feel each morning. They depend on the habits they have built through repetition. Even on difficult days, they continue moving forward because they know that success belongs to those who refuse to quit when progress feels slow. Every challenge becomes another opportunity to strengthen their character. Every obstacle becomes another chance to prove that their commitment is stronger than their excuses. Think about a blacksmith shaping a sword. The metal is placed into intense fire again and again before it becomes strong enough to serve its purpose. Without heat, pressure, and repeated shaping, the sword would remain weak. Human character develops in the same way. Difficult moments are not always signs that something is wrong. Often they are signs that you are becoming stronger than you were before. Instead of asking why life feels difficult, ask what this experience is teaching you. Every lesson learned during hardship becomes a strength you carry for the rest of your life. Winners understand that patience is another powerful advantage. They never expect overnight success because they know meaningful growth takes time. A tree does not become tall in a single day. It develops deep roots long before anyone notices its height. Your success follows the same pattern. Before people admire your confidence, they never see the hours of practice. Before they celebrate your achievements, they never witness your failures. Before they call you successful, they never notice your discipline. That is why you must learn to trust the process even when no one is applauding your effort. Keep improving quietly, keep learning consistently, keep practicing daily. Your results will eventually speak louder than your words ever could. Another habit that separates winners from everyone else is gratitude. Grateful people see opportunities where negative people only see problems. They appreciate every lesson, every chance to improve, and every person who encourages their growth. Gratitude does not mean pretending life is perfect. It means recognizing that even difficult experiences can help you become wiser and stronger. When your mind focuses on what is possible instead of what is missing, your confidence naturally increases. Positive thinking does not ignore reality. It gives you the strength to improve reality. Successful people also become careful about the promises they make to themselves. Every promise you keep builds trust with your own mind. Every promise you break weakens your confidence. If you promise to read, then read. If you promise to exercise, then exercise. If you promise to practice English, then practice. These actions may seem small, but together they create an identity built on discipline and self-respect. Soon your brain begins believing that you are someone who finishes what you start. That belief becomes one of your greatest strengths. Never compare your beginning to another person's middle. Every individual has a different journey, different challenges, and different opportunities. Comparison steals joy and creates unnecessary pressure. Instead, compare yourself only with the person you were yesterday. Ask yourself whether you learned something new today, whether you became slightly stronger, kinder, wiser, or more disciplined. If the answer is yes, then you are already succeeding. Real victory is continuous improvement, not perfect performance. There will be moments when people doubt you. Some may laugh at your dreams or question your ability. Do not waste energy trying to prove them wrong with arguments. Let your actions become your answer. Quiet consistency has more power than loud promises. Every day you remain committed, You become living proof that determination is stronger than criticism. Eventually, the same people who questioned your potential may begin asking how you achieved your success. By then, you will understand that your greatest achievement was never earning recognition from others. It was becoming the kind of person who never stopped believing in the possibilities hidden inside your own mind. And as this journey continues, you will discover the final lesson that transforms ordinary determination into extraordinary success, reminding you that the strongest victory is always the one you first achieve within yourself. The final lesson is the one that brings every other lesson together. It is the decision to believe in yourself before the world believes in you. Many people spend years waiting for someone else to tell them they are capable, talented, or ready. They wait for approval from family, friends, teachers, or society before taking the first step toward their dreams. Winners understand that this kind of permission may never come. They realize that confidence is not given by other people. It is created by keeping promises to yourself every single day. The moment you decide that your future is worth fighting for, something powerful begins to change inside you. Your fears no longer control your decisions. Your excuses begin losing their power. Your focus becomes stronger because your purpose becomes clearer. You stop chasing comfort and start chasing growth. You understand that every difficult choice you make today becomes another investment in the life you want tomorrow. Success is not reserved for people with perfect lives. It belongs to ordinary people who refuse to give up when life becomes difficult. Every successful person has faced rejection, disappointment, uncertainty, and failure. The difference is that they refuse to allow those experiences to become the final chapter of their story. Instead of quitting, they learned. Instead of complaining, they adapted. Instead of blaming others, they accepted responsibility for becoming better. This is the mindset that transforms average people into extraordinary achievers. Another powerful truth is that your identity shapes your actions. If you believe you are lazy, your behavior will follow that belief. If you believe you are disciplined, your actions will slowly match that identity. That is why you must become careful with the words you repeat to yourself. Every morning, remind yourself that you are growing stronger. Tell yourself that you are becoming more confident, more disciplined, and more capable with every passing day. At first, these words may feel unfamiliar, but as you continue living according to them, they become your reality. Your mind always follows the direction you consistently give it. Feed it hope instead of fear. Feed it courage instead of doubt. Feed it discipline instead of excuses. Remember that greatness is not created in moments when everything feels easy. It is created during moments when quitting seems easier than continuing. Yet, you choose to keep moving anyway. Those are the moments that build character. Those are the moments that separate dreamers from achievers. Every page you read, every new English word you learn, every healthy habit you practice, every challenge you overcome, and every promise you keep becomes another brick in the foundation of your future. Never underestimate the power of small improvements. 1% better every day may seem insignificant, but over months and years, those improvements create a completely different life. One day, you will wake up and realize you are speaking with greater confidence, thinking with greater clarity, and facing challenges with greater courage than you ever thought possible. That transformation will not happen because of luck. It will happen because you chose consistency over comfort. As this journey comes to an end, remember the lessons you have learned. Master your thoughts before they master you. Choose action instead of excuses. Trust the process when progress feels slow. Protect your time because every moment matters. Build habits that support your dreams. Learn from every mistake instead of fearing failure. Stay patient because lasting success always takes time. Believe in yourself even when nobody else does. Continue improving because growth has no finish line. Most importantly, never stop becoming a better version of yourself. Your greatest competition has never been another person. It has always been the person you were yesterday. If you become a little stronger, a little wiser, a little kinder, and a little more disciplined every day, then success is no longer a question of if. It becomes only a question of when. Thank you for staying until the end of this motivational English lesson. If this video inspired you, share it with someone who needs encouragement today. Subscribe to the channel for more graded readers that improve your English while strengthening your mindset. Keep learning, keep believing, and keep moving forward because your future is built one thought, one habit, and one courageous decision at a time. The strongest version of yourself is not waiting somewhere in the future. It is being created by the choices you make starting right now. Never forget that your mind is your greatest superpower. Train it with discipline, protect it with positive thoughts, strengthen it through daily action, and use it to build a life that makes you proud. The world may not change overnight, but when you change the way you think, you change the direction of your life forever. This is your moment. This is your opportunity. This is your beginning. Walk forward with confidence, face every challenge with courage, and never stop becoming the winner you are always capable of being. I'll see you in the next lesson.